It's time for Mr. Fundamental!
Presented by no one.
The Phoenix Suns have been a pleasant surprise early in the NBA season. After beating the Sixers the other night, they move on to 5-2, and no one predicted that in the offseason without major acquisitions. Let's take a dive into their game against the Sixers and see what adjustments they've made this year. We've got to start off with Aaron Baines, the splash volcano. Not only did he score 7 early points for the Suns, he started off guarding Ben Simmons. While that sounds ridiculous, it was a genius idea. When Simmons is the screener, Baines could sag back and prevent penetration without worrying about Simmons as a shooting threat. Even after the pocket pass, Baines was still in front of Simmons. Although his speed does get him closer to the rim, the strength of Baines doesn't let him get as close as he wants, settling for a contested fading hook. Off the fake handoff, Simmons gets to the front of the rim, but he's not used to someone as strong as Baines and just misses the layup. After helping on the screen, he recovers to Simmons. Typically, this turns into a Simmons post-up, but he doesn't have the size advantage against Baines, so they go away from it. Simmons tries to use his speed, but Baines beats him to the rim. He tries to get physical, but Baines doesn't even budge, resulting in a bad miss. The Suns' offense has been rejuvenated this year, swapping out pick and rolls with more handoffs, allowing Booker to get free. There is never more than one player in the paint with their stretch bigs. Look at the amount of space there is in the paint. Saric fakes the handoff and gets right to the rim. With a competent floor general this year, the Suns are getting easier shots all around. Passing isn't just reserved for Rubio, but their bigs as well. Booker takes advantage of all the space in the paint and seals off Thibault for the high-low action. With a wide open paint, the Suns score a lot off cutting, like Johnson does here. This time, Oubre receives the pass on the cut for the score. The Suns are second in the league from scoring off cuts, and just shows their emphasis on constant movement, like Saric on this give and go. But the Suns didn't have the lead because of their turnovers. Here, Saric just throws it away, and it leads to a Simmons dunk. Again, Simmons just rips the ball from Oubre. And the transition bucket on the other end. The Sixers are dangerous in transition, especially without Embiid, and this Suns turnover almost led to another transition opportunity. Even off of a made basket, Simmons come right down for the quick layup. Their second unit didn't help either, since they lack a scoring threat. The Sixers contained every action, and the Suns were left with a contested 3. Anytime the Suns build up some momentum to end the quarter, Horford comes down to hit back-to-back buzzer beaters, this one in the first, and this deep one in the second quarter. The Sixers made some adjustments with Horford initiating the offense instead, which helped Harris get going, and this elbow handoff leads to a close floater. On the next play, a quick V cut by Harris gets him a backdoor basket. Defensively, they've been sagging off Rubio the whole night to trap Booker, their main scorer. Simmons blows up the handoff by stripping Baines from his blind spot. But the consistency just wasn't there. Simmons doesn't even attempt to contest this 3-ball. This was a blown coverage, since Thibault was forcing Booker baseline, expecting help to come. But O'Quinn is in a trapping position. This forces the defense to over-rotate, leading to an open 3. Turnovers like these also haunted the Sixers, but Tobias Harris and Al Horford did most of the heavy lifting for their offense by taking what the defense gives them. Booker carried the scoring load in the third by scoring the first 11 points for the Suns. He was able to shake off the Sixers defense and go off for 40 despite a foul trouble. He had one of his most efficient nights by letting the offense create for him, like I've shown before in this high-low play. Having a point guard definitely helped, and he's responded with his best 3-point shooting efficiency this year. Booker averaged 38 points against the Sixers, and it helped to have his defender gambling for steals and blocks. First, Thibault tried to get the strip from behind. That gets him out of position and allows penetration. A pump fake gets him in the air, and Booker makes the nice jumper. It also helps when the ball is just attracted to the basket, like it did on this play. In the fourth, the Suns built a lead after 4 consecutive tough makes from Johnson and Rubio, while Horford was struggling to make open jumpers. In the end, the Sixers couldn't cut into the lead, and back-to-back great defensive plays sealed the game for the Suns. First, there's this charge drawn by Rubio, then a great help and block by Baines. The Suns' offense seems sustainable, and they only get better with Aiden taking these post-ups. Last year, the Suns' offense relied on Booker to score and create in large doses, leading to poor offense like this. Not that he's not capable, but Booker scores better if the offense generates for him. They're top 10 in 3-point percentage because they're generating good looks in their offense. Defense, on the other hand, I don't think it's sustainable. It's definitely an improvement with all the pressure from their perimeter players. This time, it forced Simmons into a moving screen. All this pressure forces the offense to run a lot higher, and great fronting from Kaminsky prevents the Sixers from getting a good shot. But this could backfire as well, like it does here, when Neto gets right to the rim for the 2-for-1. They're also prone to backdoor cuts, leading to shots right at the rim. They've been packing the paint, allowing the bigs to stay near the rim, but as you can see, they give up good looks behind the arc. And Horford was cooking the whole night. The Suns have been getting away with it, since their opponents have been shooting below average from deep, which won't happen for the whole season. There are two things that I like from the Suns' defense that could be sustainable. First is Booker's effort. With less of an offensive load, Booker has used that energy on the defensive end. Even though Harris makes this, look at Booker's effort. The only thing is physicality. They have been very physical on the defensive end to throw their opponents off, but it has led to fouls. They actually lead the league in fouls because of that. However, once the ref gets adjusted to how the Suns play defense, this could lower over the course of the season. The Suns have been great to start the season, and it seems like they swapped places with the Kings. I don't think they'll keep this up throughout the season, but this is a huge improvement from the previous years. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know these breakdowns are a few days after the game, but I do have lectures and all that. I'm trying to work on a system on how I can do this better, so do look out for any announcements, and comment below on what I can do better. Please give it a like rating down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.